Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of the Well Out podcast.
How have we made it this far?
I know.
Unbelievable scenes.
We've got
Unbelievable.
myself, James, Chris, and Blob.
Usual suspects.
Usual suspects. Back on the episode 2. So, guys, how do you think the first episode went?
Flew by, didn't it? Amazing what
Thoroughly
fun you
enjoyed
can have with friends and how it flies by.
Oh, it's mental, isn't it? It's mental. Absolutely love it.
Still just a top in here, though.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like a bloody sauna in here. Loving the little outfit choice you got there.
Thank you. Yeah, likewise. I never knew Inter Milan wore green, to be honest.
Neither did I.
I knew England wore blue. But...
Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't know until I went onto a website where if they want to endorse us, then just let me know. I will tag you in this video, just so you can get a little
Lovely shirts.
really great shirts, great fit.
Great
I'm
quality.
a fat bloke and it still helps me out, so it's all good.
Can I mention my shirt from last week or?
Oh yeah, no, we did.
Yeah,
it slipped under.
It was a bit of a flary kit.
Thank you, appreciate it.
If you guys don't remember that, obviously revisit the video. If you haven't seen it before, make sure you go and watch it. The link will be in the description below if you watch it on YouTube. If you're listening on your usual podcast providers, then then just scroll back and look at the previous.
Jump on YouTube, it's free.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless
you
you get
see
the
our pretty
adverts.
faces.
Yeah, you get the adverts, so don't you?
And expose Britain.
We are going to have adverts, aren't we? Because we're going to be.
Yeah,
we're
we're definitely going to make it. We're definitely going to make it. But yeah, we're also on our social media as well. Got plenty of clips on the old Instagram, TikTok.
On TikTok, are we?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
Use
how
me.
much he's.
Yeah, she's not paying attention.
That's actually got me thinking. What are our roles in the old podcast team?
What are our roles?
So,
Cheese topped.
cheese topped.
Cheese, love a cheese ball.
No, I don't know.
It's like your bloody what's the most common now in Britain joke, isn't it?
Teaser.
Yeah.
I describe myself as head of statistics / head of, I don't know, I'm like editing and statistics manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Bit
get
of
that
marketing
title.
as well.
A little bit.
Actually, that's a big question.
Who designed the logo?
Yeah, true.
It's good.
Big question is how did your application go for the ECB?
Never heard anything.
Director.
No, didn't hear a single thing. If you're
Disappointing.
watching Rob Key, get better.
Disgusting, that is. Not even an acknowledgement.
No,
Really?
What did you have to do with that?
It was just to send your CV and letter in. It was a standard LinkedIn advert.
Was it like what did you put in the letter?
Oh,
Can we look at that? Can we look at that another time? Can I
If
read
I
that
can
another
dig it
time?
out, I'll try and
Yeah.
do it.
We'll find
sure.
that. That would be a good one.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know. I literally just remembered
That position.
that.
Get on the blower. Have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, never heard a thing. Disgusting. No
No,
one
it's-
believes it.
What would be your role, Chris?
My role,
Yeah.
at the moment, not a lot.
Mm.
I'm sitting here. I think in future times we've discussed maybe head of recruitment
Yeah.
with links.
Casting.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Connotations casting.
Yeah.
Casting. Yeah. Recruitment.
I prefer recruitment.
I prefer recruitment.
Calibre.
It sounds better as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recruitment. So
You've got
I'll go through my
contacts.
contacts list.
Mm.
Look, kind of.
Dave Bowman.
Do you know one of my memories
Who's
of
Dave Bowman?
Dave Bowman? He was.
Mick's right-hand man.
Yeah,
wasn't
he did a lot of
Ipswich.
recruitment at Ipswich. One of my memories of him is
Dreadful.
he was just always on the physio bed getting his toes done.
Hey?
Yeah.
What?
He had
So you just walked in with
He had the
Dave
big-
Bowen getting a foot
yeah,
massage.
he had the bit. Well, I spent a lot of time in the physio room, didn't I?
Oh yeah, no, true.
And he was in
the
there.
front.
He was always in there getting his big trotters done.
Nice.
Because he had someone come in to look after your feet. Like
Yeah.
every week, it was a woman called Ali, I believe her name is.
Yeah.
Lovely woman.
Yeah,
and
I bet she was.
yeah, and he's always just nattering away, and he's getting his trotters done. Oh,
Sicko.
horrible feet.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Horrible
He's an
feet.
old- He's a big bloke.
Here's a
Yeah.
question: in the Mick era, who had the best feet?
The best feet.
Right, actually, let's have a think about it. Who would have the best feet? McGoldrick looks like a bloke with soft feet.
No, he's a well-travelled man. He was up and
Yeah.
down the country from
Yeah.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
Who had the best feet? Wow,
It would be
Tommy
Trent.
Smith's a clean man.
Yeah.
Do you reckon? I can't
Tommy
think.
Smith was a clean
Didn't
bloke.
see him in there very often.
Luke
But
Bryan was
actually,
a clean
someone who might, Christoph Berra, because he never used his
Oh,
feet,
no,
did
his
he?
toes were
Oh,
awful.
my word.
He was just
Awful
He
toes.
did use his feet, my word. He got
Awful.
lost so many times. with
Awful
all his
choice.
feet.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
okay. Are we going to discuss what just happened?
I think we have to.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
So we had to pause recordings for. James has set all the cameras up on the tripods. We've got 3 cameras, 3 tripods, and he's forgot to think that
Phones
Where-
they are, by the way.
yeah, all right. Where the tripod meet that holds the phone is pushing on the side of the phone, and if you push the volume and the lock screen on my phone, it dials the emergency sensors. So apologies for wasting your time. 112. Lovely Scottish lady on the phone, completely understood. So we had to take a little break. We're back stronger, as
Yeah.
some might say.
Hats off to the emergency service.
Hats off.
team.
Yeah,
Ruby,
do a great
love
job.
you.
Let's get it in there.
Exactly. Plug
Doing
it.
fine.
Plug it. Plug it.
Anyway, where were we? We were talking about Dave Bowman's feet, I think.
Dave Bowman's feet.
We discussed
I think we sort of rinsed that at the end.
I think
Yeah,
I think
Got
that's
to-
gone.
got
Yeah,
to the point,
yeah.
but-
Move on from the trot.
Great,
It's going to
great.
give me nightmares.
Yeah, great story. I think throughout the podcast, Mick McCarthy's going to be a prominent
He's
character.
going to come up a lot.
Yeah.
What I think we were talking about is roles within the podcast. We discussed that I was head of marketing, head of statistics. Chris is head of recruitment /
Yeah.
casting couch.
Me,
Current
What are you head of?
I'd say I'm just host.
Host.
host,
right.
is that your full title?
I'd say I'm like,
Head of tripods.
no. Do you know what I'd say? You know,
Definitely
I'm
not
a-
head of tripods now.
I'm a floater.
You're a float. You've got the bib on.
No. Yeah, I've got the bib
You've
on.
got the
I've
bib
got
on.
the bib on. Like
You're in the orange bib.
when you get the ball, I switch to your team. When you get the
Yeah.
ball, I switch to your team. You know, mix things
Just
up.
running up and
Orange
down the
bib.
You're
sideline.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd call myself like a bit
You
of
play
a
for
captain.
both sides.
Yeah, I'm a holding
Yeah.
floater.
A lot of people have said that about you.
Yeah,
A lot of people have said that.
great
all the time.
damage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. So yeah, I'd say I sort of dilly dally in various. Like I'd
Yeah.
delve into recruitment. I'd also delve into like the editing, marketing side of things.
Yeah.
So you think you know it all?
No. I think I'm.
You think
I
you're
would
Ben
say
Stokes, don't
I
you?
would say my sports knowledge out of us 3, I'd say I'd be the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, but I'd say you're top for football knowledge.
Yeah,
Armchair
We
fan,
know
you
some
know
Premier
that.
League, Premier League.
Okay, yeah.
If we talk
We're
about
talking about the
EFL,
football league. Me and
Yeah.
Chris, that's our
Yeah,
Non-league,
non-league as well.
non-league,
Non-league.
so I'd
non-league.
say you're non-league.
Yeah, I love a bit of
Non-league
non-league.
ambassador. You're EFL ambassador.
non-league correspondent, football league correspondent,
Yeah, Premier League, yeah.
correspondent.
If you know your football, everyone knows that non-league is where
Jeff
it's at. I'm
Shreves.
just saying.
Sounds like so. I'm Premier League. You're EFL. You're non-league. Sort of correlates to. Sort of
What is it? Correlates to what? Do you
Go
want
on.
to finish that sentence?
Well, no. What do you think it correlates to?
Well, I'm intrigued because I don't
Yeah.
have a clue what it correlates to. I think it's more of an inverse correlation, to be
Mm.
honest. But
I think it's opposite day.
On
Is it
what?
though?
On what?
I'm in the middle on both.
Inverse correlation on whatever you were going to say.
Yeah, no. What were you gonna say?
No, we don't need to get into this right now. We'll go into this another time.
Yeah. Okay. So
I've got a game.
You've got a game.
I
I'd
love
like to
games.
propose.
Give me a
It's-
game.
It's blobs. What comes first?
Oh, should we do a little tune? for that?
Insert some music. So effectively, it's a.
What was that?
Wait.
What was that?
That was
I'll
horrible.
do. What's it called?
Blobs. What comes first?
Blobs. What comes first?
Apologies if you got headphones in.
Please never do that.
Did
Yeah.
Please never do
I'm
that
editing
again.
this. Remember.
you see the way?
Yes, we did. So effectively, it's a really simple game. What comes first? I'm going to give you 2 possibilities,
Okay.
and you're going to have to tell me which one is going to happen first.
Lovely.
I've
Are you
got
Sue
4.
Barker in this?
Recently retired, fantastic career.
Yeah, great career. Hats off to you, Sue.
Who presents A Question of Sport now?
I believe, is it Sam Quek?
Who's that?
Oh, that hockey
She
player.
gets everywhere, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Honestly.
She was an celebrity.
Yeah, yeah.
You always have to get your beak in everywhere,
Yeah.
Mackenzie.
Okay. First on my what comes first. Rory McIlroy.
See, he's doing it as well now. He's
McIlroy.
doing it early.
Rory McIlroy
Yeah.
wins his next major,
Yeah.
Okay.
or Man City win the Champions League.
Ooh.
Great question.
So thinking about timings. Masters is in March.
Yeah.
And
What, is
so-
there any other majors left
I
for the
think-
rest of the year?
No, Open's just been and gone.
Mm.
I think it's the Masters and then one of the US Open and PGA around May.
Yeah.
So by the time end of May comes, we'd have had
Is
2
it-
majors. So that's when the Champions League final's likely to be. They might not win it next year. Obviously.
I don't-
Masters.
I think
It's-
Man City are bottled, Joe. I don't think they will win it next year.
No.
They've just got it's a voodoo over them.
Yeah, no. Have you seen that thing with Pep Guardiola and Yaya Toure?
No.
You have to try and find something like put Pep Guardiola, Yaya Toure in Champions League or something like that. yeah, basically, it's like something to do. Like they had like a massive falling out, and I think it was like in Africa, like they had these people like put a curse on Pep Guardiola on the Champions League, and ever since then he's never won it.
It's worked.
That's what
Is
I mean.
Is that true?
It's a thing.
Yeah, no.
It's a thing.
Manchester City's Yaya Toure Champions League curse to blame? Question mark. The subject of ridicule from fans online. Blah, 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 blah. So this was after they lost to Real Madrid.
Oh, so it's come out after. When was it that he put this curse on then?
Yeah, I think it was like when he left Barcelona. So like back in like 2000 and I want to say 11.
So, the agent of former Man City midfielder Dimitri Selic revealed that African shamans will never let him win the Champions League after he left him on the bench for most of the games in his final season at the club. So the last season of Yaya Toure's season at Man City, he didn't play much.
Oh,
So-
was it Man City?
I think so. So Africans.
I thought he'd already retired. Oh no, you might not. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
was. He
no.
was still there. So African, whatever these African people are, shamans. Then shamans.
I don't know that. So
Other clothing is available.
if anyone knows that, please comment how to pronounce that.
They put a curse on him because he left him on the bench for the season. So, Man City will never win the Champions League.
In that case, then I'll go McIlroy.
Yeah.
McIlroy.
But then
He's still-
but is
Well, he's
there?
a bottle job.
Wait, can you double check if an African shaman's put a curse on Rory?
African
mate.
shaman curse Rory.
No,
No, nothing's
there's
coming
not.
up. No, he's just bottling it on the
I don't know whether he made a comment
No,
or something like that.
just
May have led
can't
to
win
that.
a tournament.
No.
I'd put it even forgetting the curse, which is just reinforcement. I think McIlroy
Do
will.
you know how
win
many
before.
majors Rory's won? I thought it was way more.
I'm going to say I don't have very good golf knowledge.
Don't mind,
I-
there's 4 majors a season.
Yeah, no.
And how long's he been playing? 4 major seasons.
Oh,
He's been playing for.
Donkey's years.
Yeah,
Wow.
No, do you know
He's
what?
been on the tour for 15 years.
Because he's never won the Masters.
Nope.
He's won the US Open,
I reckon
He's won every major apart from Masters.
apart from the Masters. Okay, I'm going to say 4.
Yeah, he has won 4. I thought it's going to
I
be
was-
more than that. I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna say
You think
5.
Rory McIlroy is like one of the greatest golfers of
Yeah.
our generation? He's only won 4 majors.
So
I remember
who's
like
won-
Honestly, that's
Is Tiger on the most?
no. Jack Nicklaus won 15.
Yeah,
Tiger's
exactly.
won 10, I think, off the top of my head.
But yeah, Rory, I felt like when he sort of like burst on. Well, he didn't burst on the scene, but I felt like there was that
Mika
sort of
Richards,
couple. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought there was like a
There was a
couple.
massive gap
There was
in
a-
his career where he won nothing.
Yeah, there was a couple
Yeah,
of
definitely
years.
was.
There was a couple of years where he just won like I think like 2 or 3 or something like that,
Mm,
and then everyone was talking about him, and he was like world's best. And
30, are we?
But he's first been on the European Tour in
Sorry, mate.
2009 on the PGA Tour in 2010. He's been on the PGA Tour for 12 years.
Well,
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're going.
I'm
what
saying-
we're Rory to
I'm
win a
saying
major.
I agree.
I-
Rory.
Rory
think
to win a
Rory
major
will.
for Man City.
he's
win the
already
Champions
won
League.
4, and Man City
Don't
have got a
fancy it,
curse,
do
and they just
I think-
don't fancy a
I-
cold Tuesday night away at.
No.
Should we play any?
Shakhtar.
Okay,
Shakhtar,
okay.
Yeah.
Let's do a bit of devil's advocate on this side because obviously we talked about Rory. I don't think we talked about Man City apart from the African shamans.
God bless him.
If anyone is an African shaman who's cursed Man City and would like to comment on this, just comment on
Let
this.
us know.
Yeah, just comment down below if you're watching YouTube. But anyway, with Man City, their team right now in the Champions League, forget about all the African showers, like in top form.
They have to win the
Yeah,
Champions League.
who's
On
better?
paper.
Who's better?
Who's
Who
better?
could beat them? Who could beat them?
I don't see a
You
team.
can say that
that's-
for the last 3 years.
Yeah, and I want to have that discussion again because
In-
they just keep on
in the
bringing
Prem-
in better and better players.
in the Premier League, they're Mr. Consistent, the team, aren't they?
Mm.
Everyone thinks, oh, Liverpool. Everyone raved about how well Liverpool have done recently, but they get pipped by Man City because they're just consistent.
Hmm.
They're just
They
it
don't
just
drop
kind of
points.
no, they don't, and everyone kind of just expects it's kind of like they're the level, and if you get to it, oh, you've done so well, but you forget that that level is ridiculously high.
Yeah.
They've set.
I'd say
Why can't they replicate that in Europe?
I'd say right now, like looking, I think of 4 teams that could potentially beat them right now
Madrid?
in Europe.
Madrid.
Madrid, Bayern.
After
you look
losing
at that-
Lewandowski?
Yeah, but bringing in Mane,
Yeah. all right.
Flair team. I swear they brought in a few others as well. Like I don't know, but anyway.
They've kept Gnabry.
Barcelona, now they've got
100%.
Lewandowski, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Anyone else? I don't think.
Well,
PSG,
there's always a bit of a surprise.
I don't
isn't
think
there?
PSG.
You don't expect some teams to reach. I can't remember the semi-final of last year, but there were teams in there, and I thought, what on earth are you doing here?
Yeah.
I can't disagree. I just can't ever picture Man City currently winning the Champions League, and that's with Erling Haaland up front. I mean, that team's a joke.
He's gonna get injured this season, I bet. And I bet.
You think he'll get injured?
Yeah, I bet at some point because you look at him at Dortmund. Like towards the end, he was quite injury prone, wasn't he?
I'll be honest, mate.
I have
no.
no idea.
Well, like he was. Well, from all the I remember, I think it was like Rangers or something like that, and like a few big games. Like he was just on the bench. Or not even on the bench. Sorry, he was injured. And now he's going into a league where it's like really demanding, a lot more demanding than Bundesliga.
People are going to have to get him as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Thomas Suchek's going to
Oh,
drag one down his calves.
Yeah, straight down.
Okay, so clawing it back, we think Rory's going to win a major before Man City win the Champions League. Okay.
Thank you.
Next on the list, England football team win a major tournament, or Manchester United win the Premier League.
Oh.
How about one? Well out.
Put that in the pipe and smoke it.
Well.
Yeah.
Um,
So we're in a World Cup year.
we are.
We could win a major tournament before Manchester United even get halfway through their season this year.
All right, let's discuss.
It's not gonna
What should we start with?
I think Man U, they've got to have a rebuild, haven't they? So how long does a rebuild take?
But
How many
the next major tournament comes around?
Yeah. How many players do you think they need before they start competing with the likes of City and Liverpool?
A lot.
It's tough, isn't it? Because they always need 2 or 3 more than Man City every transfer window. Because Liverpool and City are so far ahead of them that no matter who United sign, well, Liverpool and City are signing the same amount of players. So United are going to have to go out and get another 2 or 3 more on top of the players they're getting just to make their squad on par with them.
Yeah, I think. Well, you look at the likes of Tottenham now.
Building an unbelievable squad.
Yeah, no, and that's what I mean. Like they've signed I think 3 or 4 decent players, and now they're still not competing with the likes of City and Liverpool. I don't think, but they're gonna get bloody close.
Out of the teams in the Premier League currently, Spurs are the closest to challenging, and that says a huge amount about where United are. Exactly. Tottenham Hotspur are closest to challenging.
I honestly don't see United even getting top 5 this season.
So we're going to say United are probably 3 or 4 years away from winning the Premier League.
I think they're
challenging the Premier League.
Challenging is the word, because you can't say winning, because even now you think City are so. Do you think City will win it next year?
Easy.
Do you think it'll be easy?
Yeah.
All right. Here's a question. When did Jurgen Klopp become manager of Liverpool?
I don't know, it's been a while.
13-14. When did they win the league? 2020. Yeah, it's 2020. So
I think it's a similar process that Man U have to go through.
So you're comparing it to Ten Hag now?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you look at the squad, I think obviously Liverpool had a much worse squad. Like, you had like Balotelli. Yeah, like, it was an awful squad. But like, you can sort of see like it was really like club stank.
But it doesn't matter
awful.
if your squad isn't. Yeah, you've got to rebuild more as the whole squad. It doesn't matter what level it was. They've still got to rebuild the whole squad. Like
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It would take about 6 or 7 years so you can even get close.
In that time,
England winning a major tournament.
I can see it.
That's 3 tournaments.
Okay, so what you got? So you got
World Cup this year. Euros in a couple of years.
Where is it being held?
I think it's France.
Not the Euros, is it?
That's why they had it France recently.
The thing is, I could see England doing something to him, but then every time I watch them, my hope fades.
Germany, Euro 2024 is in Germany.
Ooh. Oh yeah, because I was saying we should go there.
We should.
Yeah.
UEFA, pay for us to go.
Yeah.
I was also definitely 2026. I want to go to America to go watch that.
Road trip.
Right. Okay. So we've got the World Cup this year.
Yeah.
The 2024 in Germany, Euros, and then the World Cup in America in 2026. So the next 3 tournaments, that's what we're saying United is needing to challenge or win the Premier League.
Yeah, but like,
do England win a major tournament in that time?
Yeah, but like, I feel like it's at the point where United are just like they could be about 50 years away from winning a league.
They could also be 1 season away from winning the Premier League.
Yeah, and I still don't think
I think United. They're 2. I mean, United for me. You got Madrid. You got United. They're the 2 biggest teams in the world for me. I think United they're going to come back. If you look at the whole grand scheme, like 1966 was the last time England won a World Cup.
Yeah.
or make in that. I think actually I might flip it. I think United might come back and win something because the odds of England winning, we probably just will bottle it. We might get to the semis, but I'm switching up. I'm thinking United
Wow.
That's what
just because they're
that's
how
what I
big
think
they
in
are.
my head.
They'll
But you
come
know
back.
what? You know what?
You're going with your heart.
Going with England.
Yeah, go on, my boy.
I think United will come back and do it at some point.
Crap, James. So on the subject of England, Frank Lampard becomes England manager, or Ipswich Town reach the Premier League. What happens first? I mean, I'm sort of saying Frank Lampard is definitely going to become the next England manager. I might change that to England have a new manager,
That's not Gareth Southgate.
or Ipswich Town reach the Premier League.
I think
that's easy.
What happens first?
I think it's an easy one. New manager, new
Yeah.
manager.
Yeah.
I'm all for Ipswich. We're on the up. We're
Yeah.
going. I think Gareth Southgate has had a good run, and depending on this tournament, could be going soon afterwards.
Wow. Okay.
Is what if we don't have a great tournament, I think some people will lose their rag with him.
I think I think a lot of people have lost their rag already.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Just because of the way he plays, I think with the players we've got and the way he plays, I love him though. I'm all for him.
This is the thing. This then ties into the last question. Like, is he the manager to take us to
Winning a
glory?
major tournament.
Yeah.
I
He can
think
take us to finals and semi-finals, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But then is it the case where sort of he's like getting one step closer every time? Like he's got to the semi-finals, now he's got to the final. Now you sort of think,
Well, in that case, you give him the World Cup then, don't you? Because if he's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
better each time, then surely on that
that's why I
we
picked
win the
England. England till I die.
we win the World Cup. So if he doesn't, he's got to go. It's time
No,
to go.
No, it's not. If you don't win the World Cup, I don't think you sack him. It's if no, you can't.
It
It's if
depends
you have
how
a,
you
if
do.
you it's if you have a disastrous one. But
Yeah.
he's the kind of the what he's built around the camp around St George's and the relationship between the media and the England team now compared to what it was 7-8 years ago. It's given us a massive chance, and I'm all for him. It's
No,
just
I
the
agree.
football. It's on the pitch.
I
can
just
see
think
what
he's taken
people-
us to a certain point. I think
I
he's
can
now
see
reached the
that.
level where he should be directing football.
I can see that.
Because he's built a culture around
That
England
is the
where
culture. That's what I was looking for.
we're an
Yeah,
unbelievable team.
Yeah. we are.
We're not a good football side
The players we've got, and I can see where people come. There's different ways to win a football match, but the players
though.
that we've
That
got,
means-
we could really play a great brand of football. With you got Foden, Grealish, Mount, Sterling, all of the missing something.
yeah.
You got Kane down the middle, all those players, and you've got Bellingham, Rice behind. All that, and they don't really,
Right.
they don't really
They don't
play.
work. Yeah.
No, they don't really play to their full
And
potential
I'm
in England.
scared
They
that
feel like
we're becoming the Scholes Gerrard Lampard.
it could be going that
All
way.
these players and it just
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
because of
Well,
the
it's a goal- it's
incompetent
like a-
manager we've got in
The
charge.
second golden generation. pretty
Who would
much.
you
Like-
have? Who would you have in charge instead?
Oh, that's
You
actually a
tell
good
me
question.
Jose Mourinho becomes available now, he has to become England manager.
Do you not think he's got the
Really?
the same brand as everyone's saying
No.
that
Yeah, he'll
Gareth
win the
South?
tournament though.
No, he's going to be.
So, but then that's what Gareth Southgate. Surely, why wouldn't he if he's got that brand of football as well? Why do you think Jose will be different? Because the culture with Jose, the culture could change completely.
Yeah,
He-
he'd
he's-
win us the tournament.
He's becoming Portugal manager anyway.
Yeah, so yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, that's just throwing a name out the hat. But you're telling me if I don't know,
Graham Potter.
yeah,
Yeah.
Would you take
I'm
it?
thinking. Okay,
Everyone's
right.
throwing it
My
right.
three I'd want because I
he's English.
also I'd
Potter.
want I'd want I'd want to pick an Englishman,
You're
an
so
England man.
You're so Brexit.
Catch me if you can,
Hate this bias.
because I'm an England man,
I hate this arrogance.
and my name is Eddie Howe.
I haven't said Eddie Howe.
wow,
But
Eddie Howe.
everyone, I can see the English
How?
thing though, because the other managers sometimes it just doesn't like people going on about Fabio Capello and saying
Mhm.
they don't think he'd understood English ways and English mentality at all.
It's because he
then
banned
Sven-
fucking ketchup, mate. That's why.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, but-
ban ketchup. That's what a lot of the
Think
Ipswich
about-
who
think
came
how
in
many-
and did that as well. Someone at Ipswich, and it just ruins your head.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All
how
you want
many-
is a bit of tea sauce on your burger, and that's
Bit of red.
I'd say
Bit of
more
red.
now than ever. We've got foreign managers in the Premier League, so they understand the English game so
Yeah.
much more. So I was listening to something on Talksport the other day, and they said, if Pep Guardiola was offered the job on a part-time basis, would you take
Now we're
him?
talking. Yeah.
part-time
So
basis.
he was still the manager of Man City.
That's too. You can't do that.
Like what?
But on
that-
international
what Ranieri
duty-
was going to do.
But yeah, so on international duty, he was England manager.
I
So like
wouldn't-
international
no.
breaks, he'd go to England.
That's too no.
What? So like what you do
I
on
like
FIFA?
that.
Yeah.
when you're like
I'm
England
not-
manager, but
You
then
wouldn't
also
take him?
Stockport County manager.
Would I take him? I'd take him to give him a go, but I think that's recipe for disaster. You can't have manager of two places.
Yeah, you need to be focusing on it. Really.
Well, yeah, but think about how many England players he manages.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah, but-
got half the team. He's
Oh,
coaching
Yeah,
on a
but
day-to-day
then what he
basis.
needs to be doing is then speaking to the England manager and sort of helping them out, like getting them sort of.
Oh, so we're
Button
taking on
up.
a consultancy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like saying like, giving like Gareth Southgate a little back rub, just having a little chat with him.
It's a tiny man.
That is
No,
a
he's got. Have you seen his shoulders? Not that big.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little frame. You're just saying, you know what?
No, I'm
You
not
got-
happy.
It's
Foden
an
in
interesting
there.
one, because you
Phillips.
I'd like another country to go there first and see how it went. I don't want England going down that route. Pep Guardiola as an England manager,
100%, yeah.
it's
You can't.
a no-brainer, obviously.
He wouldn't ever take it though.
Yeah.
I love him.
So Gareth Southgate will lose his job before Ipswich Average Premier League.
Well,
I'd
let's discuss
I'd put good
Ipswich.
money on that.
We didn't discuss Ipswich.
Does everyone know
Right,
our
as-
English background? English Ipswich background?
Yeah. Well, obviously we're followers, aren't we, of the game?
Well, Chris has got more heritage.
I've
Okay.
got.
Well,
I've
he
got
played.
Yeah, I mean, he literally grew up playing for the
he
club.
played for Ipswich. How
many games overall? That will I think once
We'll
you
count up at the end of the season.
once you've reached a quota of games, I feel like you can move into a fan.
See
Right.
Accrington away.
But okay. Well, we're going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, as you're the fan,
Yeah.
your honest opinion, how long do you think it's going to take? Do you think this season we're going to go up?
Before we get to the
Honestly.
Premier League, yes, I do.
Okay.
And that's not me thinking like I have done for the previous 4 years, saying, "Oh my God, yeah, we're going to walk League One, we're going to go up." We've got a manager who is completely different to anything we've had before. Is the modern way of managing a football club. Yeah,
Should we get
graduate
some,
from Loughborough. He's a graduate from Loughborough.
Should we get some like Titanic music going on?
Yeah, I think we need some.
No,
Yeah.
Listen
before we reach the Premier League, 6 years. 5, 6 years. I think,
So you think Southgate? That's
yeah, because I think he's an FA yes man.
He seems like a yes man.
And
If he-
they'll
well, the thing
think
is-
about how long we kept Roy Hodgson.
yeah.
He does seem like a yes
I mean,
man.
to be fair, with he's been around for 4 years already.
Yeah, so what?
Well, actually, no, wait, he was there longer, wasn't he? He was there in
Wow,
2017.
when did bloody Sam do his thing?
But yeah, no, I think as a follower of Ipswich Town, I fully admit I haven't been to many games in recent
He
times.
hasn't.
Actually, should we ask when was our first Ipswich Town game as a fan?
I genuinely can't remember, but
Because you weren't an
apparently,
Ipswich Town fan at the start, were you?
I grew up loving United.
wow,
Having an obsession of. No, to be fair,
this.
I thought you were made of plastic.
Graceful.
yeah. My first game was, I can never remember the year, but I remember the game so vividly. 2000, it wasn't. Yeah, it was 2008.
Oh, mine
So I was
well
10.
earlier than that.
It was Ipswich
I've
2.
got-
It can't have been that.
I've got all sorts of experience under my belt by then.
Yeah,
I've
no,
been Leeds away. I've been watching Darren Curry
What's-
at Leeds away, and
What's
oh,
the earliest memory watching an Ipswich game?
I can't remember. I used to go. My mum used to take me apparently, and I used to sit anywhere and whether get a ticket and watching Ipswich in the Prem.
Oh,
But
I don't remember Ipswich in the Prem.
no, neither do I.
my first actual.
I remember because I remember. I know in my head I went to a lot of games before this because I remember we got my granddad's season ticket. But one game I can remember. Try and look up the year, but it was one game that just sticks in my mind. Tommy Miller smacking in a goal for like not Ipswich Town 7, Nottingham Forest 0. Like an absolute. I think it was like 7-1, 7-0, something like
Tuesday
that.
night game.
No, it was a weekday. But I remember literally my dad texting my granddad every time they'd score and he couldn't believe it. It was like 7-0, 7-1 to us.
Tommy Miller recently being the was it Spennymoor Town manager?
Anymore time.
I believe he's recently
a
been the
baller.
Spennymoor Town manager. Yeah,
It was a baller.
I used to
My,
love him.
My first game was Ipswich. We lost to Norwich 2005. Cito Castro got a red card.
Heartbreak. I
Darren
remember
Huckabee scored the winner.
listening to that on the radio.
Yeah, that was my first game. But, I was there with my brother. He fell asleep second half.
Darren Huckabee, awful guy.
Awful.
That was
Oh no,
so-
my manager's actually a Coventry fan. Loves Darren Huckabee.
Is it?
Yeah, well, he's a Coventry legend. I think with him and Dion Dublin.
I remember the time with Darren Huckabee was the time we went and they used to have porta cabins at Norwich. And we're in one side, and this is when Norwich were going down. and Darren Huckabee was walking by the place, and as well we saw him. We started chanting, and Glenn Roeder was a manager. Started chanting, "You're going down, you're going down." We're about 9 years old, and like banging on the poor cabin doors. Glenn Roeder came in, absolutely roasted like a group of 14 9-year-olds, and we had to write a letter of apology.
Oh my god, really?
We wrote a card and said, "Sorry, Glenn," blah blah blah, and all signed it and sent it off to him
Oh
because he
my
couldn't
God.
take that a bunch of 9-year-olds were chanting at him.
You've had a few run-ins with footballers, haven't you?
What other one?
One I do remember is Kieran Dyer.
Kieran Dyer.
With the
Oh
old,
god, that was a long
Was
time
it
ago.
George Fowler? With
Yeah,
the
that
car
was-
wrapping.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, I remember this story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, tell it to the viewers.
That was a long time ago. That was that could be a whole episode in
That-
itself.
Yeah, well, do you
That was
know
a
what?
long one.
Actually, yeah, we'll save that. Keep
We're
on watching
pushing
the pod.
time. We are pushing
Yeah.
time.
If you,
Right. That's a little teaser for next time.
do you know what? If we get, how many likes should we say?
2, 3.
Yeah, if we get,
If us three like it, then we've got yeah.
no, we won't do likes.
We're
But
not
yeah,
here for the likes.
if you guys want to have an episode on the tales of Chris Smith from his
The inner
footballing
workings
days,
of Ipswich Town Football Club.
yeah,
Yeah.
then
Or just professional football.
yeah, just let us know,
The secrets of the trade.
and then we'll put that together. I think we should like change the setting.
Yeah.
Sit a little armchair. We
A
sit
armchair.
cross-legged on the floor.
Story
and
get-
time with
yeah.
Smudge.
Get a coffee. Get a coffee and a bicky.
Smithy's story time. But no, that would be good. That would be good. But yeah, have you got any more?
I have got one more.
Oh,
Oh, we love
I
it.
hope you say the best to last.
Yeah. Phil
Okay.
Foden wins a Ballon d'Or. Cristiano Ronaldo retires. What happens first? I think it's an easy one, to be honest.
What do you think?
Ronaldo retires.
Ronaldo retires.
Okay.
Ronaldo retires for me as well.
I don't,
As
think,
much-
I don't think Phil's got a Ballon d'Or in him for the next 4
Really?
or 5 years.
Well, no, because I think obviously the criteria behind it is obviously all corrupt anyway. It's whatever you win, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you got Jorginho finishing third last
Yeah,
year, and it was
Champions
like just because he won the Euros and the Champions League.
Yeah.
And I think Benzema is going to be.
Oh, he's
Win it
got to win
this
it.
year.
He has, to be fair, he has got to win it.
So it's literally got to be the case where you never know. You picture a scenario now where England win the World Cup this year,
Mhm.
and then City go on to win the Champions League.
Foden, Foden.
Literally, the only player you could then think of who could potentially win it, like you're not sticking like Kyle Walker or something like that on there, or
No.
Calvin Phillips, like
I
the
think
only
if,
player that could win
if City
that.
were to win the Champions League, I think De Bruyne would have an influence. And I think it would go that way.
Yeah, and obviously Belgium as well. Like,
Yeah.
well, to be fair, I think they're moving on anyway.
Phil Foden wins a Ballon d'Or. Phil Foden doesn't win a Ballon d'Or before Cristiano Ronaldo retires.
Ronaldo,
Yeah, but
when's Ronaldo
Ronaldo's going to play until he's 50.
No,
I think
realistically.
No, I think
When he-
realistically, he's got, I'd say, 6 more years in him.
it's like 37.
No, honestly, because like you look at him now, he's an absolute machine
Think
anyway.
he's going longer
He'll
than
go,
Zlatan.
yeah, no, oh no, definitely. He'll go off to like an MLS club,
Yeah.
and then like 3 seasons later, he'll do what Zlatan did, where some like Italian club or Farmers League then want him on loan or like get a little move for like a couple
Yeah.
seasons, and then he'll just like play
He'll
there
go on.
as like a sub and
He'll
stuff.
go on, but I think he's retiring before.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay, but I think in the next 5 years, I think Foden could potentially win the Ballon d'Or. Like, who do you think's in front? I think there's only 2 players in front of him.
Mbappe and Haaland.
3 players. 3 players. that-
Vinicius.
yeah, Vinicius, Haaland.
Well,
And
if,
Mbappe.
if we're saying Benzema's going to win this, why wouldn't
There's
he win it
4
the next
players ahead
year?
of him, yeah.
Why wouldn't he win it next year then?
Just-
Why is he going to drop off
well-
that much in?
Well, no, he's
6
not going
months'
to.
time?
No, he's not going to drop off completely.
So
but
he's
I
ahead
just-
of him if he's winning it now.
But
surely
I
he's
just
ahead
think
of him
he'll
for
win it
next
this year. But I don't think he's going to win it anymore. I think that's my personal opinion. But I think within the next 5 to 6 years, I honestly think Phil Foden's going to win a Ballon
I hope he
d'Or.
does. Fair play to
I'd
him.
love
Because
to
it's
see him.
like you look at Pep, like he's like raising him like his second Messi.
I'd
isn't
love
he
to.
really?
I'd love to see
Yeah.
him win one, but
I just can't see him winning one before Ronaldo. It's an English bias. He's an English
Mm.
footballer. He's not going to win a Ballon d'Or.
he gets the hype as well because he's English.
Oh, Jack Wilshere again.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
a little bit of the Jack Wilshere vibes, but he's done more than Jack Wilshere.
Yeah.
I think.
Probably.
And
Already.
and you think as well, last season they didn't have a striker,
Mm.
like who could actually put away goals and stuff.
So
And,
what
like,
you're saying, he's going to get more clout this year because he's got a striker.
that's what I
who's
mean.
gonna
Like you're
raise
gonna
his
have
chances.
like he's gonna have to like literally knock it in the box.
Yeah.
Haaland's gonna be like the king of just tapping it in. pretty much. And
Hope you're
I,
right.
I just feel like he's gonna like him playing with Haaland is just gonna like absolutely explode him. Like he's gonna be absolutely insane,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be great for England because England are then gonna go to the World Cup.
We're going to win the
Absolutely
World
win
Cup
it.
and
They're
everything.
gonna
We're
win the
gonna win
World
everything.
Cup and bloody everything. So
Well out.
Well, ow. On
Wow.
that note,
on that,
that's a good
yeah,
time
no,
to wrap up.
well, no. So
Some
yeah,
great questions.
I think that was all good. Have we got any other?
No,
things
come back
to-
next time for Blobs. What comes first?
And I think, do you know what? I think before the next pod, if we've got any, questions, little comments or anything like that.
Yeah.
Ways to
something
spread
happens-
it. Ways to spread the pod.
Oh yeah,
That's-
yeah.
we're
Spread
looking
the pod.
for.
Don't pass the pod.
Yeah,
Spread it.
like
Spread
a
the
Lurpak.
pod.
Yeah.
Maybe we try and
Bloody
team up with
expensive.
Well, I don't want it to other butters
Or
are
like
available,
Perlo. Or
but
Perlo.
spread it like
Spread
Spread it
Perlo.
like Perlo.
Spread it like Perlo, not Lurpak.
Yeah.
Not
pod.
Lurpak.
Not-
Not
The
Lurpak.
pod, yeah, don't spread
But
Lurpak.
yeah, I think I don't know how we're gonna sort of pass the pod. If you spread it, sorry. I don't know how we're gonna spread the pod. But if you guys keep on sort of liking our videos, liking our
Keep
clips
on,
and
no one's
everything,
liked it yet.
just enjoy it. They haven't seen it yet.
They haven't.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Whatever.
I think next week we need to just like maybe sort of see if there's any comments or anything. If anyone's got any comments to make about this, or if anyone's got any stories they want to sort of share
Send
with
We're,
us.
Anything
we're
you
for
want
the
spoken
people.
about?
We're for the people, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
the people's pod.
The
And do you know-
people's po- yeah.
If you want to continue this sort of mini series, what is it? What comes first?
Blobs, what comes first?
Blobs,
Yeah.
what comes first?
That's
if
a
you want
tongue
that to
twister.
carry on, let us know. And if you've got any of those for us to use in future videos, then yeah, just let us know. DM, comment, call me.
Post.
Yeah.
Anything.
Exactly. But no. Well, thanks very much, guys. Absolute pleasure always.
Apologies to the emergency services for this one.
Yeah, don't apologise.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, guys, and see you next week.
Well,
Well out.